Look at that thing. These are like homemade reactors, right? Woo, look at that. What is that? Lots of babies. I had no idea there was a natural tilapia in Lake Tanganyika. Hey everybody, it's Dan, your friendly fishmonger at dansfish.com with John Niemans. I basically grew up in this place you're looking at right here. In college, I used to come every week or two, visit John, go through his fish room here, buy a bunch of fish, take them back to UC Santa Barbara where I was living, and then sell them on Aquabid. And that's how I paid for college in a big way. This is like coming home for me. It's been 15 years. A long time. It's been forever. John is one of the reasons that I do what I do. We're gonna look at his fish house. It's a hatchery, right. Okay, yeah. We're gonna look at his working fish hatchery, yeah? And show you what he's got around here. It's pretty impressive. We're only gonna look at about half of it. It's insanely big. But let's start here. So, what are these?
Those are Alanacara eureka. Supposedly it's a line-bred fish out of Germany. Mm-hmm. Call them red jakes or eureka. Mm-hmm. But it's fairly common. You know, there's different strains of virtually all these fish. Because right above it, there's like a little primo little male.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just growing up by himself.
Is he separated so that
he's separated because I'm just growing him and see if he's worth keeping for a breeder, and he looks like he's going to be.
So when you find a potential breeder, you separate him so his fins stay nice and everything?
So he grows up nice and strong and healthy, and he can do his thing later on.
So he gets a little special treatment?
Yes.
It's good to be pretty.
Yes, it is.
And what are the albinos? Are they the same?
Same thing, but in albino form.
And then
Correct.
The Tanganyikans in here?
Those are called Mascochardi or Cichlid pichardi. They're very neat.
For sure.
And unfortunately, all I get is small spawns out of these, so I just pull a few fry at a time.
How about over here?
Over here we have red top. Over here we have what you call the super red empress.
Oh yeah, look at that thing.
Sometimes they're called fire hats.
Is there something that makes them super red versus red empress?
I think it's been line bred because this is a strain I've kept for many years, and I always try to keep the best male as a breeder.
Are you looking for the bright blue contrasting with the red?
Well, the most red, of course. Mm. Yeah, it's all like red. Mm-hmm. Breeds very male heavy, so it's a good fish to breed if you want to sell males.
Oh, right, because most people want the pretty males.
Nobody wants the females anymore.
And then these blue tips in here that are glowing.
That's called Neolamprologus morguensis, blue tip. That's
related to like a Burchardi?
Yes, I would, to me it's a Burchardi, but it's called morguensis. Mm-hmm. And it's another one that doesn't produce a large number of fry like normal Burchardi do.
Do they community spawn like
they
the babies?
They do, but the babies are just very few.
Okay.
Not very many.
So easy to breed, but not real prolific.
Correct. No big spawns. That's the red top blue Wanda.
Up here? Okay.
Yes.
This is your breeding group?
This is, I acquired some adults, and it was very difficult for them to get viable fry, and I did get one spawn, and this is the spawn I got.
Okay.
And I'm growing them up for future breeders.
Okay, gotcha. But you don't keep just cichlids?
I actually have swordtails.
Yeah. Albino pineapples.
Pineapple swords.
And then
this is an albino red empress. And you can see a couple of the males there.
There he goes. Turn to the side. There he is. You're getting the red.
And then, of course, gold head compressiceps mixed in. Mm-hmm. And then there's a pair of Neolamprologus attenuatus.
Oh, this guy over here.
That's the little female. And these are called Lonicar Stewart Manti Eucyssia. This is the neon blue. In other words, it has the blue dorsal fin.
Oh, okay.
These are also that I spawned and growing up, future breeders. Generally, I will sell off extra males. But you can see there's some weak females in there. It's not a very strong strain.
How long have you been working with this one?
Not that long. 3 months maybe.
These are like homemade reactors, right?
Yes. It does a little bit, not much. Looks cool.
So you just flip it over upside down on the sponge and put holes in the top?
Put a hole in the lid, press it onto the sponge, hold it at the very, very top, and put the air line on the sponge filter.
That's good. So it just adds a little extra to it.
Yes.
Plus, yeah, it looks
makes
cool.
me think it's doing something.
Yeah, right. It's moving. It must be working.
It's a good conversation piece.
Yes. Up here.
Up here we have grow up Calvus compressiceps. I'm growing them up.
Oh, look at that.
Madoka Megara flintetail.
Woo. That's a pretty fish. Man, they're not shy until I pull the phone out.
They know. What's that pointing at?
They're like, hang on, I don't have my makeup on.
Yeah.
Stop filming. Are these more of those?
Those are the Morguines blue tip. My biggest spawn out of these were 7.
Oh, really? They
Yes.
really aren't prolific
No.
at all then.
No.
This is interesting.
No,
Look at
this
those
is-
monsters.
This was sold to me as Cypricomus microlepidotus coriza black.
These are the biggest ones, 4.5, 5 inches.
Well, the original.
6?
This is probably one of the original.
So is this the biggest sip?
Good question. Probably one of the biggest. The microlepidotus seem to be really big, bigger than the jumbo pertuba or scleroback movas.
And something I see on them that I don't see on other sips is pattern on the belly of the males.
Right.
Like a little
See
modeling.
microlepidotus.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's not correct females because I'm getting yellow ones also.
Oh, this might be a
And I bought
mix.
them as wild, so most likely I got some contaminant females.
Yeah, yeah. I've noticed that in imports.
So I'm just trying to breed them true.
These are
Those are Neolambulotus sex fasciatus from Catilli.
the golds.
The gold sex fasciatus.
Gold sex, that ought to
Gold
sell.
sex.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not copper, not bronze, folks. We have gold sex here.
And this is a really natural. You see how that one just picked off the algae off the rock?
Yeah.
They do seem to graze on that algae. They like it. See it like that one just did?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, there he's going.
Yeah, so it is some benefit.
Oh, yeah.
Although it's not real pretty, but I like it.
A lot of people are like, how do I get rid of my blackberry
Right,
algae? And I'm
right.
like, why? It's
Take
like,
those outside and bleach them.
it's
No.
taking all kinds of stuff out of your water, and the fish have microorganisms
Yeah.
to graze on, and yeah,
Took me years to get it that bad.
I'm the same. It's like that's my garden, man. Let's see here. Let's head over to the other side, and then we'll get the smaller tanks. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, let's go here then. Look at that
Thank
female.
you, powder blue ventralis.
Yeah, look at her. She's got a mouthful.
Got a mouthful.
And there's the male.
Little male all fired up.
Yeah. Oh, he's got his pit going over here.
Yeah, he's trying.
So these ones, the egg spots are basically the little tips of the ventral fins, right?
They throw those in the female's face,
Uh-huh.
and the female thinks they're eggs and tries to pick them up, put them in her mouth, but he fools them.
So,
He gives them another treat.
yeah, yeah. So in Lake Tanganyika, they did it a little different, right? Instead of egg
Yes.
spots on the anal fin, he's got
Yeah.
these long ventral fins that kind of look like eggs a little
They
bit.
call these feather fins.
Feather fins, right? So I'm a little embarrassed when I came in earlier. I looked at this tank I'm about to show everyone, and I was like, dude, that tetra's awesome. What is that? So before we tell you what that is, I was like, yeah, that tetra's beautiful, and it is. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then Ross, who's here with us, was like, yeah, that's a Buenos Aires tetra. And I was like, oh, I know that. They look really nice here.
Now these tetras will get big if you let them.
One nice thing about this fish room is it's got sunlight. Look at these skylights. So even a common fish like a Buenos Aires tetra just has a whole new color to it. They look awesome. Look how good the fish look.
Risheki. It's like a red top zebra without the bars.
Yeah.
This is an albino version.
How many people would you say have these in the United States right now?
You know, that's a good question. They're pretty rare, but you know, this type of fish isn't very popular anymore because they're quite mean. They're very territorial.
Oh yeah. What can you keep fish like that with?
The key to keeping fish like this is to really crowd them. So the aggression gets divided up. No one fish actually really gets picked on. It just goes amongst them all. So if you keep fish like this very crowded, the aggression isn't as bad.
And I noticed there's not a lot of structure in there. If you had structure in there, would it be worse?
Yeah, there's no territory to fight over.
Yeah.
But once you set up a tank with decorations, they're going to set up a territory, and that's going to become theirs, and anybody that invades it pays the price.
Let's go around. Look at that. What is that?
That's Fenestratus, marble Fenestratus out of Mexico.
Man, that is
And
pretty.
then some young red doe.
Yeah.
And then the redhead yellow bodies are Rio Chacamox Hyphaciatum.
These blew my mind. I don't think I've ever seen the marbled ones before. That is just beautiful. So there's something that John does differently than everyone else, and it's he remembers to save room in his hatchery to raise fish.
Couple babies.
So he has lots of babies.
The little peacocks seem to be having a tough time. they can't compete.
Guyana-cara?
Guyana-cara species Gayi.
Oh, that is pretty.
This is the red spot one.
Yeah, look at the black on their faces.
And those are either, you can call them Xenotilapia or Eanotopias.
This Khaleesi?
Melanogenes, they're not Khaleesi, they're the blackhead.
Oh, yeah.
Limanza.
When they really fire, this is one of the prettiest fish in the world.
They fire up generally when they're spawning because in the wild, if they fire up, they become bird food.
Yeah, the first time I saw these fired up, I was at Bob Allen's place. He had Khaleesi, I think. And
which is the nicer one.
And they had made a nest, and there was a male shimmying and trying to get the females in, and they blew my mind. What's the rainbow?
Parva.
Parva. All right, so
this is Labiotrophia's Chirazi, the red top marmalade cat.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have a couple males of Venustus, and I'm breeding the lupi in there with some, they call these firefin compressiceps. And then I had a new pair of chelamensis that I just
this guy's right here, yeah.
That's the male. The female's in the cave, I think, with eggs.
Yeah, there she is, brooding away. And then look at these marbles.
Wow.
What's that one?
The Ramphicromus. It's a Ramphicromus essox. They call that the Malawi Barracuda. They're mid-water spawners.
Like a sip.
Just like a sip. So if you have other fish in the tank, if they spawn, usually the eggs will get eaten.
And what about these?
Those are the same thing, the red top marmalade caps. Labiotrophius travasi.
Man, those are good looking. I swear the sunlight does something.
Does something for all, yeah. Lighting is the key to almost everything.
And then John raises a lot of Synodontis. Here's a breeding setup right here. So I see eggs in there.
Yeah, but I don't have time.
More eggs than time.
Yeah.
So they swim in there, lay on the marbles, the eggs drop down below that, and you can collect them. Is that the basic idea? Yeah. More babies. A bunch of what are the red cap?
Those are red dorsal caudopunctatus.
Caudopunctatus.
In with the electric blue jack density.
All right. Mixing the continents.
Yes, they don't know. And this is just a albino Labiotrophius travasi red top also, but it's not the marmalade cat.
And those are the females?
Those are the females. See the one holding there?
Yeah. And some lupi. So this is the non-albino form.
That's the non-albino bruschetta.
And you said the lightest colored males are the most dominant. Is that correct?
The ones that get more iceberg, that's the dominant male.
Usually I like naturally colored fish better than albinos, but on this one I think I vote for those albinos. Those are nice.
The breeder.
Oh yeah, look at that. So what else is in here? We got the albinos.
Cichlid species Gazelle.
Look at this monster. Boom.
That is a variant of the electric blue density.
That's the platinum?
But this is called the platinum electric blue density. And I'm finding that these are almost tougher than the regular electric blue jack density.
Right. So the platinums are hardier than the electrics.
Quite tough.
Oh, well, those guys are like, there's a camera, I'm gone, so we won't fight that. This isn't, I never knew this fish existed.
That is
this tilapia.
Tanganyikan tilapia.
I had no idea there was a natural tilapia in Lake Tanganyika.
Very, very big.
Like a foot or like?
They're big. Rich Byerly has some that are monsters. The parrotfish was just, I used them as dithers. Kind of keep the peace in there.
The parrots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think they're tough, but they're not.
Everybody, that's just one portion of the hatchery. There's like a lot more, and there's a 1,000-gallon aquarium as well, which is really cool. Cool if we see the 1,000-gallon? All right, let's go look at a 1,000-gallon. How impressive is this? Like, hopefully they're showing up okay on camera. The lighting is a little dark in here, but you walk by this tank, all these white lips just go boink. Look at all those. Anyway, yeah, let's go inside and see this 1,000-gallon. So here it is. I haven't seen this tank in 15 years. Oh my gosh. Tell us what you got.
What do I got in there?
Wow. Some filament barbs?
Filamentosas. Clown loach. 3 silver dollars. Some roseline sharks. And then one big old catfish out of Peru.
Do we know what it is?
Starts with an A. Can't think of it right now. Ross?
Oh, that is beautiful.
I can't think of the name.
And one of the reasons this tank looks so good is because of the lighting.
It's got 3 14-inch solar tubes. above
Yeah.
it.
So this is sunlight coming down into the
Yes.
living room, lighting this tank. So that's as good as a fish is going to look inside.
I wish I had more.
More sunlight?
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Everything's
awesome.
incredibly crazy now.
All right. Wait, you got it.
Right?
There we go. All right, thanks, John.
You are welcome.
It's been
anytime.
too long.
It's been a while.
Appreciate
Yes, it has.
you showing me around again. Some things haven't changed though. The beard?
The beard, that's what you do when you're retired.
Yeah.
You grow a beard.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, it's Dan. If you want to learn more about aquarium fish, we do a live stream every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Dan's Fish YouTube channel. If you're in the market for aquarium fish, check us out at dansfish.com. We ship to the US and parts of Canada. And if you want something fishy to wear, we've got merch. Till next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.